Chief Imam, my brothers Togo Sri and the Government Chair who are here present as governors, distinguished governors of the Millennium Excellence Foundation, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, for the truly excellent feat of organization, respecting the appropriate protocols so we can at least be confident of minimizing the risk of any spike in infections. It should of course be a matter of some pride that Ghana is seen as to have managed the pandemic with the least possible disruption to our way of life. Thanks to you, Mr. President, and your government. But as long as the pandemic ravages the world, we should continue to remain vigilant. In my message to the Foundation for its commemorative brochure, I draw attention to the extraordinary challenges Africa now faces, from the combined ravages of COVID-19 to the existential dangers of climate change. Someone has to open the eyes and minds of the people of Africa to the reality that in the post-COVID world, we are on our own and we swim or sink on our own stream. This new reality has no room for any dependency syndrome, and governments and citizens alike must wake up to the imperative need to chart new paths, embrace new thinking, must have the fresh courage to acknowledge our common good and have the courage to work together for its realization. In our ceremony today, recognizing and celebrating the achievements of eminent Ghanaians in various fields, the Millennium Excellence Foundation is showcasing the fact that we have in our midst the human resources from whom the nation can expect the best. It remains our hope that such celebrations will inspire others, especially the younger generation, to strive for excellence in all they do. But the most important for me today is the enlightened choice of the Millennium Excellence Foundation in according the President and also the Honorable Speaker, who unfortunately could not be here. I can assure you that this is not just pandering to political influence. Not only are the two awards more eminently merited, the timing is profound. Now, ladies and gentlemen, cast your eyes around Africa and what picture do you see? Protected by God from COVID, but ravaged by politics and from east to west, north to south. At a time of extraordinary challenges, our people are pouring fuel on fire in their homelands. No doubt, Ghana has a legion of problems. But by the grace of God, we have every reason to be thankful for peace in our land. And I pray with all heart, let no one, man or woman, young or old, politician or whatever, put at risk the sacred peace we have enjoyed for decades. This is a plea addressed to the nation, to every citizen in city and town and in every village or hamlet. But it begins with the two mighty figures. Unfortunately, the speaker is not here, who we honor today. For the first time in our history, we have leaders from opposing parties leading the executive and legislature. Many see this as a natural prescription for chaos and ineffectual governance. I see it as an opportunity for statesmanship, for rational interchange of ideas, for the cultivation of the spirit of compromise, which has been the crucial missing element in our political discourse. Now and again, I have expressed deep regret at our failure to take account of our traditional governance on the evolution of our new states. If we did, we would realize that as the chiefs who make up a traditional council or who constitute the chiefs court, they come from very diverse viewpoints. The views represented are often as diverse and contentious as may be heard in your political forum. And yet, the system allows for them to be heard and for a consensus to be arrived as to which everyone is bound. We look to our President, the Right Honorable Speaker, to give us a fresh start in parliamentary governance, in which the legislature is able to hold the executive to account without being obstructive to the execution of its electoral mandate. And we look further to our political leaders to inspire a new approach to politics that removes any unconscious stress to our peers. Your Excellency the President, we've been at this political game for some decades now, and it's right we analyze the things that work for good and those that don't. Sure. There's no pride in continuing to repeat the errors of the past. There's no wisdom in following the road to disaster. St. Paul says, when I was a child, I spoke like a child. I understood as a child. When I became a man, I put away childish things. When we were in the formative years of our political journey, we walked in desperation, banged the drums and screamed Aluta. After so many decades of independence and democratic governance, isn't it time for us to say we are now at a place in our journey which calls for less of the drums of war? Sure. I hope Mr. President and the Right Honorable Speaker, who is not here, we all will leave Manhyia tonight filled with the spirit to lead Ghana towards a decade of peace and excellence and a continuing beacon of Africa, a beacon to Africa, to wake up and lift herself to the top of the mountain. Sure. I am pleased that on its own, the Millennium Foundation is playing a positive role in promoting the quest for higher achievements at all levels of our society. By recognizing and allowing the nation to celebrate achievements of excellence today, the foundation is helping to inspire new generations to strive harder for excellence that without doubt is worthy of every effort. So, it is my privilege as life patron of the foundation to welcome and induct the new respected batch of laureates today. Each one adds another star to the foundation's scroll of honor and will no doubt forever remain in our memory. Sure. Just as we hope their achievements will inspire others, so we hope ceremonies like this will bring home to our people that the prosperity and growth of our nation must be a shared endeavor between the government and the people. Sure. It is only by each one playing their role that the nation can expect to achieve prosperity. In the face of the brutal realities of our time, we should question whether Ghana or any African country can continue to indulge the luxury of international squabbles and political gamesmanship, which offer no solutions to our problems, but bitterly divide us. I fear that will only continue to retard our progress, and I cannot be more emphatic in asserting that we simply cannot afford such indulgence. Sure. I hope, therefore, that in celebrating the excellent achievements of today, we shall not forget to inspire a new spirit of cooperation and collaboration, the knowledge that our survival, our prosperity, indeed, the scope for excellence in achievements rests on our willingness to move away from the path of discord and embrace a sense of national cohesion towards development. Sure. Hearty congratulations to you, Mr. President, and all the worthy laureates. Thank you very much. Sure.
TV, the pride of Africa. The pride of Africa. It's Pack TV. preserving and promoting. Pack TV, values and legacies. Pack TV, the best entertainment. It's Pack TV. We the best, we the best. Pack TV, we the best, we the best. Ooh, Pack TV, we the best, we the best. Pack TV, we the best, we the best. Ooh. Pack TV, the pride of Africa.